Who is the best goalkeeper between De Gea or Di Gregorio?
De Gea.
De Gea or Magnan?
De Gea.
De Gea or Yannick Sommer?
De Gea.
De Gea or Onana?
André. Onana.
Andre or Vicario?
André.
Andre or Emiliano Martinez?
Sorry, André. Martinez.
Martinez or Raya?
Raya. Martinez.
Martinez or Ederson?
Ederson.
Ederson or Alisson?
Ederson.
Ederson or Unai Simon?
Ederson.
Ederson or Oblak?
I like Oblak also, but less Ederson.
Ederson or Courtois?
Courtois.
Courtois or Neuer?
Neuer.
Neuer or Donnarumma?
Neuer.
Neuer or Van der Sar?
Neuer.
Kevin is a joke. He's a joke. We see things, but we don't pass the ball. He sees things and he don't care if he gives it away. He might try a ball 6 times in a game and it don't come off, but he doesn't care about losing it. The one ball that summed it up for me was the one that he played against Stoke where he beat him, I think, like 7-2, and it was for Leroy. It was right around the back. He's so good. He sees the game a couple of steps ahead of everyone else.
Is he the best player you've played with?
David was so good.
David Silva?
Yeah, David was
They all say this. They all say it.
David was so good. David, or I've said it countless times, Dembele. Moussa Dembele. Everything apart from assists and goals, he was stupid at. Shouldn't have been allowed.
This is Gattuso fighting the Tottenham coach. He headbutted him, held his neck, and fought the whole team by himself.
Who is the best goalkeeper between De Gea or Di Gregorio?
De Gea.
De Gea or Magnan?
De Gea.
De Gea or Yannick Sommer?
De Gea.
De Gea or Onana?
André. Onana.
Andre or Vicario?
André.
Andre or Emiliano Martinez?
Sorry, André. Martinez.
Martinez or Raya?
Raya. Martinez.
Martinez or Ederson?
Ederson.
Ederson or Alisson?
Ederson.
Ederson or Unai Simon?
Ederson.
Ederson or Oblak?
I like Oblak also, but less Ederson.
Ederson or Courtois?
Courtois.
Courtois or Neuer?
Neuer.
Neuer or Donnarumma?
Neuer.
Neuer or Van der Sar?
Neuer.
Kevin is a joke. He's a joke. We see things, but we don't pass the ball. He sees things and he don't care if he gives it away. He might try a ball 6 times in a game and it don't come off, but he doesn't care about losing it. The one ball that summed it up for me was the one that he played against Stoke where he beat him, I think, like 7-2, and it was for Leroy.
The one round the back of the defence.
It was right around the back. He's so good. He sees the game a couple of steps ahead of everyone else.
Is he the best player you've played with?
David was so good.
David Silva?
Yeah, David was
They all say this. They all say it.
David was so good. David, or I've said it countless times, Dembele. Moussa Dembele. Everything apart from assists and goals, he was stupid at. Shouldn't have been allowed.
Hello, good morning, and many thanks for joining us this new day as we kick off the show with the Champions League game played yesterday. Wow, goodness me, I really felt so bad last night. I don't want to say I had a very bad night or not a decent night, but what happened yesterday was so, what's the word? I don't know. It got me stuttering. I felt so bad to see the African king, Ademola Lookman, losing that penalty when the time was right. What do you think about Lookman? It's football, and that's exactly why people call it the beautiful game of football. Let's start off the show this day with the Champions League highlights and tell you about the results on your screen so you can see for the games played yesterday. And we'll tell you about what's really going on in Bergamo at this point in time. So on your screen, you can see that very well. That was the game played yesterday, the head-to-head, the aggregate, and the scoreline of yesterday. Yes, you can see AC Milan Feyenoord happened to be a game that went for the AC Milan side going out and on for the Feyenoord side, and aggregate is 2-1 to say. And then we did see the other one yesterday was a 5-2 aggregate away from home. How did this happen? We talk about the Bergamo guys losing to the Club Brugge side, and then Bayern Munich also. That late goal from Foster Davies was the able reason why they made it all right, and then they sailed through. And Benfica also getting it right for the Liga Premier side against that very side. You know the other side, and they are the Monaco side. But let's talk about Atalanta at this point and what's really going on in Bergamo. I don't know. That you can see on your screen, so I could read for you so you see. Okay, all right, that's cool. Now Gasparini, that's Gianpiero Gasparini. He's come to this. I don't know if this is this, but this too. You can see the report from Fabrizio Romano. He does it very well, and there's a message out there at this point in time that says Ademola Lookman is one of the worst penalty takers I have ever seen. And that's from Gianpiero Gasparini. He said he wanted to take the penalty after scoring a goal. He took the ball despite Retegui and Charles de Ketelaere available to take it, but I didn't like what Lookman did. So that's a message. So I'm scared of this one because if you go on social media, if you go on and on to keep seeing messages, you begin to see what people have come to say. So am I saying Lookman is the highest time? This is the right time you need to leave the club because you're not wanted here anymore. I don't know. I'm just saying. We've not seen this message before, but I'm scared for him because we recall the last time, if you will recall, Napoli did that to Victor Osimhen. You can see on the screen. When Victor Osimhen after the Scudetto win, they later dissed him and they said Vice Barasquilla was the king of Napoli. But I don't know if this is about Lookman. But one thing must be said, I love the way this man has taken on this. He has done so well in the fact that he has brought Lookman to limelight. He kept him cool at the right time. But it was so bad to see Lookman returning. He scored the goal. He wanted to make it a brace. So he's not a penalty taker for Atalanta, but he got on the ball. So maybe if he had scored the goal, the reverse would have been different. This would have not been the case. But let me leave that on and talk about Bayern Munich quickly on the Champions League talk. Bayern Munich edge very good result for them. Vincent Kompany's got it right. But I must say, Brendan Rodgers and his boys did so well in that very game. So congratulations to Bayern Munich. That's Bayern you have on the screen. Bayern finally qualified to the Champions League round of 16. So they will play either Leverkusen or possibly Atletico de Madrid. So depending on the results that we'll be having today, we'll see how it goes. And also, now, not really depending, it's already fixed. It's either Atletico Madrid or Bayern Leverkusen that we'll wait to see. And then Benfica. Let's talk about Benfica. They got it right yesterday as well. I don't know, Mbolo, Minamino, they did so well, but I'm so sorry for that side. And the big of them all was the AC Milan game, the early kickoff and the early hours of the day for yesterday. Please don't miss out on any of those games. You can see the man on your screen. That's about Jimenez. Santiago Jimenez said, I'm sorry to Feyenoord after that very, very goal he scored in just 1 minute. But bad news for Sergio Conceição, bad news for João Felix, Rafael Leao, Fikayo Tomori, all of those guys, bad news for them, I must say. Even though he scored, but they went out. Did you see that Contraza goal yesterday? And at the end of the day, but let's even talk about this penalty. The penalty, what happened? That was simulation for me. There was no contact. So you don't want to put on that to the referee. He's got a yellow card before then, and well-deserved yellow card again. So it happens to be 2 yellow cards, and that gives you a red card. All right, let's talk about a very big one today. Yes, a very big match coming up today. Please don't miss out. We have a lot of games we'll play today, but the biggest of them all would be Real Madrid tonight against Manchester City. That's the game you have to see. 9 p.m. Nigerian time. But one man is in the story. Bernardo Silva have said, we still believe it's possible. But Pep Guardiola said to the media, we can still qualify, but we are 1% sure of that very one. So some are saying it's a mind game. Some are saying it's not a mind game. Some are saying Real Madrid will get it right. Some are saying it's a City night. But when you go by records, Pep Guardiola is always struggling to get it right against a side like Real Madrid when it comes to this phase. But 3-4, so Carlos Ancelotti has got the power. But Bernardo Silva has come to say, he said, him and his Manchester City teammate are confident overturning the UEFA Champions League playoff first leg deficit against Real Madrid. They believe they can get it right. City will hope to overturn their 3-0 defeat at Madrid from the reverse picture last Tuesday at the Etihad. Jude Bellingham's stoppage time goal and the holders that hard-fought win. But Silva himself, Bernardo Silva is confident that they can turn things around against the La Liga giants. So let me quote the Portuguese on the show this morning. He said, I don't think my teammates need a motivation to play this competition and its opposition. The Portuguese said on Tuesday in a press conference, he said, it will be a special game and we still believe it is possible. Madrid accounted for City's exit in the competition last season, edging the citizens out of this. But we go on a quick break. We'll bring you the Gattuso talk, just a quick break. When we return, the show continues and we talk about the Nigerian Super Eagles news. So maybe a Gattuso talk or Kyle Walker on KDB. Just enjoy the song. We'll be back. Chelle, don't go anywhere. I am Kizzy K.
Gattuso fighting the Tottenham coach. He headbutted him, held his neck, and fought the whole team by himself. This is him arguing with Ronaldo. He showed dominance and tried to scare Ronaldo. This is him slapping Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Even though he was the shorter guy, he showed him that he was not afraid of him. This is him instigating Ronaldo Nazario. He was all up in his face and trying to threaten him. Even when he became a coach, he slapped his assistant. While being a player, he disrespected other players and even fought with his manager. Everyone was scared of him as he was out of control. But then came this guy.
My last name is Maldini.
All Maldini did was give him a death stare and told him not to cause issues. And just look how Gattuso backed away. This is
that's one of the men. Talk about Gattuso. We know him during his playing time. It was so very, very high. Yeah, everybody says he's a motivational player. Some say he's very aggressive. The red card man. He likes to fight. Whatever. Let's keep it on soundline. Now let's talk about our major concern. There's an under 20 AFCON that's about to start, and Chelle is in the news. Super Eagles head coach see Mujo Tokan. You know, see Nigerian matter like to bring a con down. This our coach forgets. See, I don't know I want to do it, but I see this coach say. This coach, let's say, know what he wants to do. So I think I like to say this. Let's give this man a support. Super Eagles head coach Chelle visited the Flying Eagles in Ikenne on Tuesday, Ogun State to be exact, in Nigeria. The 47-year-old recently returned to the country from Europe, where he met with some of the Super Eagles top stars ahead of the 26th FIFA World Cup qualifier against Rwanda, and we have Zimbabwe game coming up. Chelle observed the team training session, interacted with the players, and offered words of encouragement. The Malian visited this very side, and that highlights the importance of synergy between Nigerian national team, fostering the developmental pathways for young players aspiring to break into the Super Eagles. Now, I must tell you about this one. The Flying Eagles are preparing for the 2025 African Under-20 Cup of Nations. The 7-time champions have been drawn in the Group B alongside Egypt, Morocco, and South Africa. But let me talk about this one you have on your screen. You know why? I don't want to think saying because they all give a job, and I make can just see day like this. I don't want to think. Because normally we know say person they give job, if they give person job, you can't try to do a sharp maybe like say, you know what I'm saying? But anyway they cash out because they all give me this job, I do my overdo, man, I don't go do past myself that one day. But I don't know if that will be the case. Let's wait to see how he goes. I'm liking the synergy. The coach of Nigeria, currently the Super Eagles, is making a turn. Now he just traveled, never to tell me say go Europe. He does still come back now. Now watch his moves. His moves are clean. I encourage us to support this very man. But I don't want to believe. I don't want to think it. Man, you're thinking. I don't want to believe saying that because they give him this job. We just try to show us say like this. But the truth of the matter remains, if a country has a project, then you have all it takes to be out there. If you have a project, you don't begin to say, we don't have this number 10. You just pick from the onset. Pick from the players you have built. And that works for me. But let's leave that news and tell you more. There's a golden chance at this point in time. Super Eagles coach Chelle is doing something amazing. See, you know, if I talk about this coach, you could be like how they carry the hype on. Many of you are not like us until they talk. Some say Kizike too like this coach. Some say Kizike not like her. See, one thing is inevitable, right? We just need to give the support. I see the talk. Men are home for this one. If Nigeria not go World Cup, men are go NFL for Nika. Men are go there for trousers and they're cousin. But what is this man doing? I'm liking the synergy. I'm liking what he's doing at this point in time. He's just making the right calls, right moves, trying to make everything easy for himself. The other time we had news about him talking to Coach Ankano Wanko, come and motivate these guys. It works for me. So it's okay for the Franco Malian, whichever would go. He might not know Nigerian players so well by 1v1, but when you watch their clips, you know those guys. We are the biggest side, talk about quality-wise. Now, let me talk about Southampton midfielder. He's in the news. Joe Aribo is in line for a recall to the Super Eagles. You know what I like about this news? This coach will get now. You know they do say because they offered day and now you can't. Nobody get national team. Not be anybody papa get national team. And they tell you that federation be that one. So we don't want to see calls like you bring in this one, you tell me this guy, okay, this one. No, not do like that. Let the best be called up. Let the call up be on merit. Now, Eric Chelle has highlighted, he's rated this man. Talk about Joe Aribo, the man you have on your screen, and saying he might be in my squad. We like this guy, and this is according to top source informing reports. But Aribo is 28. He made his Eagles debut back in September 2019. This guy, when I see for screen, they don't forget him. He's a forgotten player. He has 2 goals and he has won 34 caps for Nigeria. However, he has featured for the Super Eagles at the final of the delayed 2023 AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire, where he played in the last 4 minutes. Now, this season, he has scored 3 goals in 24 appearances. Not to say too sweet, but he did play well. And he's a starter. He's a versatile player because when you watch him play the central midfield, he could play as a defensive midfield and also an attacking midfielder. So if he play like box to box. Now, why am I a fan of this story? I must tell you. I like what the coach is doing. See, with the talker, maybe they don't give a chance. We don't want to just say NFL. See, I don't want to say I know, but we've learned. Reporters say that the NFF, the Nigerian Football Federation, it gets some people who say this is a community. Where we say they will talk, say this one of my boy, call him. I like what Chelle is doing. Let the best be called up. I don't care who you are, regardless of who you are. Your status does not mind. If Victor Osimhen is not doing well, let him stay on the bench. That's the kind of coach we want to have in the national team. Now, we've seen this before in Mali. Bissouma is the biggest player in the Mali national side. This set coach we have right now did something extraordinary, outstanding, good performance. He had to put in Bissouma on the bench. In other words, we want to see a manager that can look back at the drawing board and like, Osimhen, you know they do well, go bench. Even Osimhen himself, no say if not there, Nigeria they shake. You know now. So let's make the national team a very competitive place where everybody want to be part of the show. You want to play for the national team. You know how well it goes. So it's not at the detriment of the nation. If player and they do well, come on, time. You're going to get a chance. You're going to see now for Nigeria. They see with the core player. The last time we would do this thing, I know CB was so bad. The last game, even though I know Iguavon wanted to give some trial, but you guys, everybody knows we did see what happened last time where we had Sadiq Kumar called up. Why? Then the best of us to say that they cannot come team. Why? Now we saw what's the name again? Kelechi Iheanacho. Where we say con national team they say cloth. No disrespect, don't get me wrong. We want to see players that knows what it takes to play for the national team. Can I even tell you, the national team is that so big that when you play for the national team, you know that you're playing for the badge. It's a call, it's a national call, it's a duty, it is a very big responsibility. Now, many of these Nigerian players really forgot. They never know what they play for. And even they blame some kind of players who say they did for MPFL, Nigerian Premier Football League. You know what they do? They want you to go Europe. Even if na Latvia you did, just come up for Nigeria, you go Europe, you go there, somebody see you say, yeah, it works. Maybe just, I don't know. They feel like you need to be in the European scene before you can get called up. No. If a player in Remo Star is doing so well, bring him on now. Why not? If a player in the Rangers side, the Eimba side, the Ikorodu City, they are doing well, bring him on. We want to see the best and let these calls be on merit and let it be justifiable that the manager can go back and bring this player and tell the people this is the reason why he's in the team, because it's not a man's job, it's a national job. It's a federation job. So I like what he has done in this very one. But quickly, let's go up that one and tell you more on the show quickly. There's a national number comparison. If you did follow the social media yesterday, it was out there on trending social media in a viral post. Let's talk about the number 2. So you watching me, tell me, who is your best number 2 so far in Nigeria? Not by position, by jersey wise. Number 2, like that jersey, that number 2 they wear for back. You know, we've seen Mobi Okparaku, we've seen Iguavon, 1994, we know the story, 1994, Tunisia 94, Iguavon, 9 number 2. Joseph Yobo, the most capped player, also wore that jersey number. So we've seen a lot of them. Ola Aina currently wears the number 2. But in a viral post, the Super Eagles celebrated famous number 2 jersey stars, including Ola Aina, Joseph Yobo, Augustine Iguavon, and Mobi Okparaku. Ola Aina gets Super Eagles comparison with Yobo, Iguavon, and Okparaku. But tell me, who is your best number 2? You can see them on your screen. That's looking very nice. Is it right? Okay, we have Aina, Okparaku, he's got tinted hair, Iguavon, and then Joseph Yobo. Now, the Super Eagles official Instagram account posted photos of players who have won the number 2 jersey. The names selected started with the active players: Ola Aina, who plays for Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. Aina, you need to know, was included in the legendary list with former Super Eagles player Joseph Yobo. Make I even tell you now, the last time we win Nations Cup, now Yobo said 2013. Never, you don't tell now, sure. Not be 2025 now, we just this so. This is 2025. Just do your mathematics very well. Go down, no count and go back. I mean, I'm feeling know each other young. So because Nigeria, if I dey talk, you realize how they carry the talk. You know, come on and say Nigeria and the Giant of Africa. I will tell you, Giant of Africa. If you're talking about politics for all those ones, no go come for football because if you look at our record, you know, we not get level. Now only 3 times we don't win Nations Cup. So if you go with this one, you'll come be 4 times. Now you're attempting Nigeria. Just keep that on one side. Then they go and also did there. Mobi, what I could just did there. Now all those guys you hear me say. World number 2 for the Super Eagles. This season, Aina has been one of the standout performers in the Premier League. He's also carving out a legacy with the national team despite representing England at the youth level. Aina has an African Cup of Nations AFCON silver and bronze medal in his first time with the Super Eagles. Aina is expected. You and I know Eric Chelle would definitely bring him up in the very least. But if you ask me, say, make I even think first. Maybe that's how they ask you. I even think who be Nigeria best number 2 Jesse Riera and a pigeon was sweet. You know, say for pidgin, if they talk pidgin, they don't they get present tense, past tense, present participle. All those are not the same for pidgin. No. For pidgin, I usually talk say the ball is under the court, the ball is under the table, it's in the table. It will make sense. They're not the correct person for pidgin. But if you ask me now, I say who be your number 2? What you mean like? I think online I just see deal, but I'll come out on one side first. Don't be say for me, Okwara could win Olympic 1996. This question used to hard though. But if like say I go give her. What have you give this thing now? That's how I'll give Yobo. I go try. My own, I'll give Yobo because Yobo now win Nations Cup 2013. Never to don't take but still get go wait to win Nations Cup for Tunisia 94. Okay, Yobo first. If not for any reason, for the fact that he was capped, he don't play many match for Nigeria. Now center defender. He played 2. We know the right back. We know say first start like that. We know the Marseille story and the rest of that. You know Everton story when he started with David Moyes' ball. Regardless, I think Yobo. Eguavon Mobi Okwaraku and Ola Aina for me. Aina never to just see the trash. Maybe you go win Nations Cup. This one with the console time will tell. But quickly on the show, let's talk more. One man is in the story. I'm liking his name, Leon Balogun. He's I don't know what's the word. Let me say this guy. I don't know if they talk like best maybe say get target, but exceptional player. He's just in his early 30s. Let's bring Leon Balogun. Maybe we don't know. I mean they know. And I find boy people say not get people. He's fine. If not face, they tell they do. Who go start national team? Now he go start. The guy not fine guy, Leon Balogun. But let me keep that aside. Not about the fine thing. Not about the quality where we need for the national team. Rangers defender Leon Balogun has implored the Super Eagles to approach the last 6 games. That's the man you have on your screen. You can see him. He fine, Abi. He not fine. He fine. People like him normally. Now, the last 6 games of the 26 FIFA World Cup qualifier with a winning mentality. He said we should go into this game to play with the high mentality and should not settle for less. In the next month's crucial game against Rwanda and also against Zimbabwe. I must tell you, that game's coming up are very crucial. The Super Eagles are currently facing an uphill task in the Group C of the qualifier, sitting in the 5th place with 3 points from 4 matches. They trail Rwanda, South Africa, Benin Republic, who jointly occupy the top 3 spots by 7 points. In other words, we need to win. But he has come to say they will slug it out with Rwanda and Zimbabwe in a must-win qualifying game. Leon Balogun remains optimistic that Nigeria's chances of qualifying for the 2026 World Cup in Canada, Mexico, and USA is very imperative. Balogun also went as far as saying he stressed that the players must have unwavering self-belief. In an interview, he said this to report. He also went as far as saying everybody knows it's a difficult situation. A lot of people think it's really possible. A lot of people said it's really not possible, but you need to have the supreme confidence if you are playing for the World Cup in the Super Eagles jersey. Now, let me quote Balogun on the show again. He went as far as saying, we are top of Africa. We need to get back to the top. We need to end that again. We still have the reputation that we just need back with the performances. Let me even say it right. Everybody fear Nigeria. So I'm saying Kizike is not saying it right this time. See, when CAF named out favorites in the AFCON coming up, they're not called Nigeria. We're not even the first 5. But bro, I tell you true. I tell you normally, not beside they carry the hyper. Team well on good. Nigeria get team. We get quality. Players did that team. See, top flight football, we just there everywhere. You know, say Nigeria, see, we too much. You not get will not deal. Go check all the country. Go check your geographical atlas. Maybe you see Nigeria. Even for Latvia, I'm surprised say Nigeria did Latvia. I go check Luxembourg, Nigeria did it. Malta, yeah, we did everywhere. We did struggle, we did find our feet everywhere. When you're there anywhere. So Nigeria be like Brazil. We be like team that don't cost with blessing of football. But are we getting the right people in the right place to put in the right player at the right time? Because Balogun now is acknowledging that the team's recent shortcoming is so bad, but encourage them to focus on the remaining 6 games and have it in mind that they have to win the game. You know what I like this guy? He said something that struck my mind yesterday on the show. I listened to him in one of the interviews. He said, I want to be an ambassador. He's applying, and I need the NFF say, man, give me this job. I want to be an ambassador when I'm done playing football. He's a German born, and a Nigerian player they born for Germany. I know his story. He said, I want to be an ambassador. I want to have what it takes. Give me the rights so I can convince players to come and play for Nigeria when the time is right. Not be person say they wait when they don't born you for England, or you come up for Nigeria when you did 2 years. You can't play. Nobody can notice you. You can't wait. England call you because England not call you. You can't be available for Nigeria. We don't want all those Amobi style. That's why sometimes when I talk about Nigerian football, just somehow I just give some records to Amaju Pinnick, NFF former president. Just small. You know why? He was able to make sure that some of these players who are in the national team today that played under Pesero, who were born abroad and also left in a very young age like Iwobi, finally decided to play for Nigeria. So you must give him that credit. But then, this time, Eric Chelle carried the matter for head. He carried out like antenna for head. Carried out like a gilly for head. Now, let me tell you, Balogun has come to say, recently we fell short, but nobody is free from errors. We have 6 games left, so that's 6 chances we can make it right. So why not go there and get the supreme confidence? You know, when we talk about Nigeria, go players say we talk. The players themselves now, see, if you not go World Cup, blame NFF. But sometimes, you don't blame the coach, you don't blame the body. If they do it right, we'll blame the players. Now, like I rightly said when I started the show, if you did follow from the onset, I said it and I'll say it again. If these guys know what it takes to wear the national team jersey, if they know what it takes to play for Nigeria, if they know that they're representing a lot of people back home, then they need to put in their best. Even if we even check that national team, so how many of them don't go World Cup before? Might just be a starter. Let me even start from the right. Let me just, in my head, let me talk about the national team, how Nigeria starts under Pesero sometimes. We know Olaina was playing that role. Simi Ajayi, Trus Ekong, they've not been at the World Cup. They don't even know what the World Cup looks like. Right. Okay, so we have Sanusi, if he returns back. What's the guy's name? Seydou Sanusi, Oyemechi also, Olympiacos currently. Rafael Onyedi can never go World Cup. So players like maybe all them, we'll even say, most of them, the majority of them have not been at the World Cup, if not all. The likes of Ndidi, Omera, what's the name? Ekong, all those ones, no. But we need the experience. So what Balogun is coming to say is not bad because the experienced defender also praised Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, for appointing Eric Chelle, giving him sufficient time to assess the team and prepare for the qualifiers. The NFF has done a great job in getting a new manager, according to him. He said, just in time so he can scout and assess players. I would disagree on this one because they did not bring this man in the right time. He said, I think he's blessed with a very good foundation with the potential we have in the squad. And I think that's a true one. Do we have the potential? Do we have what it takes to get the result right? Can we be at the next World Cup? Maybe yes. But wait till the best team say Nigeria people, and don't forget say as soon as they prepare, so other team they prepare. If they ask one small pikin now, say we go World Cup, now they go send to Nigeria. I'm not even look that group first. You get Rwanda. No disrespect to their names. But wait till Rwanda won't go do for World Cup. We can't go get Benin Republic, they get team past Nigeria. Not be players, so you know that's a different when you say we have a team. That's a different when you say we have a team, we have players. So Nigeria have the qualities, but we need a manager that can bring them together. Pesero did not do bad though. I'm not going to say do bad. Pesero, the only thing Pesero did was his team does not have the flair. There was no flair in Pesero's lineup, so we did not see a lot of flair, but we did see a whole lot of draw. Result was coming. We're getting it right. But we want to dominate Nigeria, my country. We decided to say, I pledge Nigeria, my country. We need to win games, they play games, they dominate games. We say if they play match against Nigeria, you go do like this, you suffer before you collect ball. That's what it be before now. You take it back to the national team as a 94. I think we had a structure at that point, sincerely. It was the NFA. We had a very good structure. Talk about 1994, bringing it down to 96. You did see. Now, we take it back to Japan 93. They were the sick kid, they don't born you that time. If you look at, see, I don't know how they did it then. Japan 93 set of boys, you see how they were rumor, how they count, they're small that time. The rest of the time, I don't know if you go US 94, I'm not count down, and they were okay in the Japan 93. And that squad, now if you watch them again, they relegated them again, and they happen to be the 1996 set. That structure. Do we still have that structure? Nigeria, how many players from under 20 the international team straight? Because for Nigeria now, you want to play for Nigeria, you did for Nigerian league, you try to go Europe, maybe they first see you before they go locate you, not be so, it not make sense. So when you give this coach so can support, may you also do as you want to do, I'm everywhere for lecture, me for make sense. Now when you also jump, come on top that story, more just enter another one, you also day here, so another chance. One man now, you corner, everything been in that time, Jonathan Torunariga. Now they tell Nigeria now, baby now locate me. See, waiting even the best for this country, we not they see green light. See, waiting bad now, make best we not sabi play what they give us green light, we not go call her. You know, they watch Chelsea match. Adara Bioyo, when you go by the name, is a Nigerian. Nigerian, maybe not by birth, but by descent, by a legend switch. He's eligible to play for the England side, he can play for Nigeria. That guy don't give us green light, they give us green light, we not they see him. The only place where they see green light now for Lagos last man, they go no time to talk. When they see green light for for traffic. That's how it is. But we have a player on the point now. He's a Gent player. Gent of Belgium is a club side, you know, in the Belgian Jubilee Pro League. His name is Jonathan Torunariga. He has reached out to the Nigerian people. He has reached out to the new coach of the senior national level, my friend Chelle. And he said, I beg, give me a chance. Just give me one chance. I like the energy, I'm liking the hunger spirit. But Torunariga, you know, who represented Nigeria. No, first of all, he represented Germany at the various youth level from under 15 to under 23, totaling 28 caps before deciding to switch to Nigeria in 2023 after initially rejecting their overtures in 2018 under former coach Gennaro. Since his decision to switch to Nigeria, the 27-year-old has been capped once, and it came in a 3-2 win over Mozambique. Oh, you'll be like bad luck. You'll be like the for village in a friendly game. And since then, he hasn't been considered to be part of the team. Now, his name is Torunariga. Between signing extensions, he wants to be part of the Nigerian side. And his representative have come to say, when you play regularly, a national team call-up is usually at the back of your mind. And that's the same thing. So, bring it back to me. Let me talk about this one quickly. What happens when you talk about Nigerian footballers? You know why I'm liking this one? This one said, I can't beg Osimhen will call him. Now they tell say, I beg, when I call me, I won't play for Nigeria. We just go commit only one match that I don't play so. As he play that match, they don't call him again, they all forget him. Do you know what happens? You cannot play again for the senior national level. We've seen players ply the trade abroad. We've seen players who have made a move in the early start and later on. See, one of the luckiest players that made that move was Victor Moses. You know why? Victor Moses had a long stint in the national team. I mean, not really long, but under 17, under 20, under 18, 21 as well for the English side. But later on, when he decided to make a move to Nigeria, he happened to make that move. And guess what? He won the Nations Cup back in 2013 with Nigeria. As he just win that one and finish, just go retire. He said, I know they play, given that they go, I don't want to play again. Till today, nobody knows where to make Moses retire. The guy is a very quiet player. He's not just about playing, not on pitch, off the pitch. He's a very quiet guy. But this man you have on your screen now, Torunariga, wants to be part of the national team, and he's I mean, in the beg. That's why I go follow and beg. Man, I beg for him. Man, I give a chance, I beg. But if you know they do it, man, I don't go call him. They try. They watch and they try. See, players do. Players do. Players do. Players, you're plenty everywhere. This one now they beg. We get the returns away they found opportunity. Me you born everywhere. Tolu Arokodare you see day one side. Players do, but this Chelle, I don't know how he wants to do it. Even he himself signed the contract. He knows this job is big. Before he got on the contract, he knows before that this job is a very big one for me. I need to make sure I get it right. And if you want to win the Nations Cup, you need to start building your team. You want to be part of the World Cup. Because for now, we're not talking say we want to win the World Cup. Oh. We're not saying we want to win the World Cup. We don't want to win the World Cup now. We want to win it, but no, that's not the dream. We want to just be part. If we get a chance, we'll go winner now. If we get chance to go win a ball, it go hard. But let me tell you how teams prepare for the World Cup. Morocco, there's a story I'll tell you, just stay with me. Morocco is also planning to play a friendly game against Nigeria. See, if you look at the players we have, we possess good football. We have what it takes to get it right. The only problem we are having in the national team now is the structure. And transparency is key. How transparent is the body governing Nigerian football is a question I must ask you. See, if they really get us for mine, more talk true, forget how they carry talk on. If they say they like us, if they say the NFL people like us, they say they know anything good for them, therefore don't appoint this coach since. Waiting making I go to carry coach, they come maybe say, World Cup qualified on the reach. Tomorrow now, Nigeria will go, God forbid though, but see my talking, God forbid. But God forbid not they work for me, but my talking. Because now grace of God, now they leave. Because again, we don't talk God forbid, they don't move now. You get me when say they don't die today. They talk God forbid, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid. You know they work for me. Now grace of God, now they work. So you say Nigeria not going to talk up. See, a lot of people are already saying it. When you ask questions, ask a lot of pundits, ask ex-players, questions like, would Nigeria make it to the World Cup? They will tell you, say, no, we are not sure. You guys, they don't turn the matter now to be like operation. Women maybe say, now 50-50. They say Nigeria chance of making it to the World Cup is of 50-50. And sometimes when I sleep and I wake and I ask questions like, Kizike, how do you feel? Where would you be if Nigeria does not make it to the World Cup? That would be so bad. The last time in Qatar, 2022, we were not part of the World Cup. And you want to tell me 4 years later, 2026, Nigeria will not go World Cup. One more. I don't even know where I go. If last time I go hide. One Togo, I go Togo, go there one side. It will be that so bad. So please, let's see. You know why they talk, please. You know, if you don't understand why they beg. I don't say they work with NFL, but I know what they talk. See, when you give a man a job, you give him the opportunity to do what he wants to do for himself. It works for me. If you don't trust me, don't give me the job. If you don't trust me, don't put me here to do this job. It works for me. That's amazing. That's how it works. So when you give a job to a man, you need to put in the trust, believe that he can get it right. Let him do what he wants. So when he's failing, you can hold him and say, you're the reason why we failed. Even this coach said, he said, no. Before I collect this job, you know say Nigeria matter and not be here. Because they say they go point. For Mali, they go, now she mean I'll tell you the point. If I go social media, I go tell you what people they talk format. They say everything will go point for more live first. Because the children are still awake, more live. But time will tell, because definitely everybody knows, say now only time you go take. Stammer go call Papa name. We'll go know that we'll go walk up. More shall probably leave that one. Now let's talk about Victor Osimhen, the man with the mask. Victor Osimhen is in the news. Mikel Obi, I don't know. People they say Mikel today talk. Not me talking. But quickly before I talk about Mikel Obi, let me just quickly let's get into the comment section on YouTube. And you could join us, yes. Drop your comment as well for everything I've said. If you think it's, sometimes I like, if you think I'm going contrary to bring it on. I mean, I like normally. If you think I'm saying it right, bring it on. If you're supporting what I'm saying, drop it on the comment section. Let me quickly go. I have Ike Momi. He's come to say, no be anybody, Papa gets to fight good. Normally, that I see day. And also, Crown Feed say Olaina seems to be because of his club form and contribution, but Joseph Yobo for country. Okay, now country they talk normally. I see you. And also another one is saying, the name is Wargrain. Wargrain sounds Onai Doki. I hope I got the name right. If I didn't pronounce well, I'm so sorry. He has come to say, let's have the full list of invited players. Very soon we'll unveil it to you. You'll see 25-man list from every Chelle. We are hoping the best will be there. And also another one is come to say, okay, that's it, man. Say, where's the list? We'll tell you about that very one. Don't worry. Just stay here. That's the reason why we're here. And also don't forget to subscribe as well, so that when the Sports Republic show comes, the notification button, you already know that we are here to give it to you. And this show comes your way every weekdays, 11 a.m. Yes, let's talk about Osimhen on the show. Mikel Obi is in the story. Some are saying Mikel talks too much. And if you get podcast, man, on the talk. It's clear. Victor Osimhen could still make his dream move to Premier League giants Chelsea. According to John Obi Mikel, Osimhen was close to joining Chelsea last summer, but the move failed to materialize. The Nigerian international, however, moved to Turkish side Super League champion Galatasaray on loan for the remainder of the campaign. Mikel hopeful his compatriot will end up at Stamford Bridge soon. Mikel Obi, you shall rest now. Sure? Mikel Obi just want, see, if Mikel gets chance, if Mikel gets chance, if Mikel give me get chance, Mikel will carry Osimhen, they'll go put for there. But do you want to see Osimhen in Chelsea? Will it fit into the style? Because one problem Chelsea is having now is the coach. I must tell you. I don't want to start blaming Sanchez on the goalpost. Jackson misses. No. They don't go play. So Kopama don't go lose form. You know, the truth of the matter remains, nobody will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. You must believe in yourself, and the belief starts from you. This coach has come to drop a bad mentality in these players. You know, you can imagine when the season started, they say, Enzo Maresca, come to the media, talk to us. What's going on about Chelsea? What's your plan this year? Blah, 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 blah. He came out, the Italian came out on radio, TV stations, media firms, and he said words like, Chelsea is not in the title race. They can't even go interview Nicola Jackson. That's the guy boy, maybe say not the year word. They say, Jackson, where do you see Chelsea? Blah, 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 blah. Jackson opened his mouth and said, I don't even know what the league looks like. The mentality is bad. So the mentality he has instilled in the team is bad. And I must tell you and I must say it. You know why? Because right now, Chelsea focus should be on the Conference League, maybe. Top 4. Now, top 4 will be like prayer point. It will be like they will go crusade. They just find a place for Lagos. Go on. No, they say for Lagos, they do crusade where? For Nigeria, Lagos. Maybe they'll go and crusade, maybe they go pray. But then I'm fasting and prayer they will do for them because the coach himself don't go kill the mentality of the boys. Now, Jackson don't go get you. Jackson doesn't play well. Come on, Jackson. You don't go get you now. Chelsea the year now. But Mikel Obi has come to say that Chelsea has always been his club. Talking about Osimhen, he said he has come out. He has opened to say he wants to be part of Chelsea because he said he wants to be a Chelsea player from childhood club. Now, growing up, he said he's always wanted to play for a club like Chelsea. His idol is Didier Drogba. He loves the way he plays. He made it pretty clear that this is the club he wants to come to. But unfortunately, we didn't get it done last summer. But listen, you never know. I don't think the door is shut completely. Okay, let's wait to know if Mikel Obi will finally get to make that move. Time will talk. What's the name? Osimhen. I don't know for now. I'm just saying. But Mikel just wants to see Osimhen. But you know, Osimhen needs to be very careful. And I must say he was very lucky, sincerely. Truth be told, he was very lucky. You see, what happened? Antonio Conte came out to say, I don't want Osimhen in my club. I'm the coach now. I prefer to play with Lukaku. That was the coach. That was the manager with the instinct. People say, Conte not like Osimhen, a hater. Not be a hater. Not be saying not like him. See, everybody knows what they want. So the good thing of a good coach is when you want to come to a club side, before you get to that phase, you can see beyond. So you're seeing the future ahead of time. So the man said, don't say, Osimhen not go suit into my style. I don't feel work with Lukaku. Maybe Lukaku deal with me if it makes sense. Now, can I tell you, Lukaku is really doing well for the Serie A side. Napoli on top of the log. They play Neres for one side. They go play Politano for one side. Come play Lukaku for front. Their midfield not be here. They go play McTominay. They go play Anguissa. They go play Lobotka. Their back still strong. They go play Juan Jesus. They go play Lorenzo. They are good. So that's Conte. So Osimhen was so lucky to make that move because people said, thank God he did not go to Saudi Arabia, blah, 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 blah. But just what it is. Now, okay, let me go with the comment section. I see this one again. Ade say, okay, Ade I see you. He said, bros, it's a right mentality to just focus on the ball, not just the wins. That's exactly what he meant, bro. I don't know. Please, I don't know what you're talking about on this part. Let me know. Just tell me. I'm quite lost in this part. But let's go up and talk about Morocco. I'll talk about this. This will be the last to bring you on the show. You know, what is it that Morocco has done that Nigeria has not done? Project. We don't have a project. We don't have a project. Let's say it right. Let's be sincere. You know, some people, because they've been Nigeria, we just say Nigeria is going to invest them. Let's say it right. We don't have a project. We can't look back and say we want to do this, we want to do that. What is the project for Nigerian football? What's the structure? I don't want to give up on Nigeria because I believe Nigeria will be good. I can say Nigeria will be good, Nigeria will be good. Yes, Nigeria will be great. We have the NFF, Nigerian Football Federation. We have the NSA, National Sports Commission. We know we used to have sport minister before John Eno. Abi? They don't go bring this one now. So they don't cancel that one. So Malam Shehu Diko, His Excellency, is in charge of that one. So when you look back and look at that NSA, you look at the NFF, it's a different body. But one thing is certain and it's inevitable, and I must say, and I'm contemplating and I'm begging, they can come together to make us have a structure. Morocco now place. See, you know, say people want to do law. They'll say before they'll say I want to go to Paris. Paris is sweet now. You carry your babe, go Paris, go make sense. Normally, it's nice. Some say I want to go to Dubai. You don't go to Dubai before. Dubai makes sense. It's fine. Can I tell you what's going on right now? Those abroad in Europe, to be exact, are applauding Morocco. They are liking Morocco. They are respecting Morocco. Morocco don't turn place where people want to do tourism. Okay, sounds like what it is. But let's talk about Morocco. They are international friendly with Super Eagles. The hosts of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, Morocco, are considering an international friendly between the Atlas Lions and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Morocco, who replaced Guinea as the host of the biennial tournament, is determined to make history by winning the trophy on home soil. These people, they get scored. They're good. They are the NS series. You get one boy they watch for Rangers, so I don't forget any. Now I see good. They get player. Other on Nahi. They're Akim Ziyech, Stephen Amrabat. See, they have a squad. But let's see how it goes, because the Moroccan side, the Royal Moroccan Football Federation, has lined up a series of friendly matches to ensure the team is in top shape ahead of the competition. Having already confirmed the friendly with Benin Republic, the Atlas Lion of Morocco, last AFCON campaign ended in a disappointing start as they were eliminated in the round of 16 following a 2-0 defeat to African side in that very one. But are you a fan of Morocco? Round of 16, they lost in against South Africa, but the upcoming friendlies are seen as crucial. Morocco have a World Cup to host. Even Alexander Sanfrin, UEFA president, they respect them. FIFA president Gianni Infantino, they respect them. They respect Nigeria. I don't want see if I talk about Nigeria now, I go blast how they cast Nigeria. I might not leave from one side because my mouth not good. I not get joy. If I talk about Nigeria, some kind of the verse. Maybe I don't go to carry tell me say Nigeria, agent of Africa. See, Nigeria. One thing I don't talk for TV and for radio, I don't talk. If we're not doing well, we will keep to talk. But quickly, let me get out of the comment section. I have this one quickly. Let me see what I have. Okay, they say, bros. Okay, Conte only said he does not want to see me because he spoke to him and tried to convince him to stay, but he was already done with Napoli. Therefore, why keep a player who doesn't want to play for you? Okay, no doubt. But the truth of the matter is, on this story, Conte already had it in mind. Before he came, he said he wants Lukaku. Osimhen body language said he does not want to stay anymore. There was no way Osimhen would have stayed. He not go walk. But shout out to Ade. He said, I was talking about your Jackson comment. They focus on the game rather than the log table. Okay, yeah, everybody knows that. Game after game. But do you know what happens to City? I know this part because I know I played the game to a point. I know what you mean. When you say focus on the game, yes, game after game, no doubt. But the mentality is what drives you. At the end of the day, they want to win the league. For Chelsea, they never thought of winning the league. That mind game not work. It spoiled the team. But I need to go at this point. Thank you so much, Lagos City and beyond, for being part of the show. For doing this with me, we need to stop here. But the show comes your way again, hopefully for tomorrow. Same time, same place, don't go anywhere. It will be a Voice of the People TV right here on the Sports Republic show. You know I like to do this very well for you on the show when I return. Okay, let me see. Adamu Musa, comments are really dropping. Quickly, let me go on this comment. Adamu Musa has come to say, I won't wait to see the friendly game between us. It will show the best of us. Okay, do you mean you can't wait to see? I don't know what you mean, but I guess that's what you're trying to say. And also, Walker has come to say, I think the structural issues needs to be addressed. A whole lot of stuff needs to be in place to be able to harness the quality of players for the national team. Shout out to everyone who was part of the show today. You guys really made the show a worthwhile moment. Tomorrow I'll be back on the TV screen, on your TV screen. I don't know where you're watching from, but thank you so much for doing this with me. Tomorrow will be very great, and the time will be 11 a.m. Nigerian time. Just keep a date with me. I'll be back to tell you more, possibly with some guests on the show, so we can talk this through. My name is Kizake. I am the only football player without a jersey. I'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Nigerian time. Safe.